Two Englishmen on stage in Scotland don't get the warmest of welcomes, but this should be a red-hot match. 7-7 last time they met. Can King end Taylor's unbeaten record in the Premier League? Your commentary team, Stuart Pike and Sid Waddell.
Well, this could be a darting Glencoe. We're not in a dark valley under the heather with the screams of grouse. We're somewhere different, but it could be a clan battle to the death, because there's a fair bit of needle, yes, Stu.
Yep, Taylor already guaranteed top spot, unbeaten with 9 wins and 2 draws. And spot on, Sydney. Driving up to Aberdeen today, I passed through Bannockburn and I thought we're going to have a battle here between King and Taylor. No love lost. And that is certainly absolutely spot on.
I would qualify that marginally to say that I think every time he pulls up a player's talent, there's the unsaid things, but you can't beat me.
Thank you.
But Merv might get him on a night.
Off we go then. Then they go onto the stage. Taylor had a quiet word with King. Who's first, he said. Me, said Mervyn. I wonder who'll be first in about half an hour's time.
To be semantic, we sure didn't say who's number 1, Merv. Because he's like that, the power.
100.
Well, a cursory handshake before this match got underway.
Well, last week, Liverpool,
93.
Taylor beat Whitlock, 12 140s, 103 average, and that fantastic bull, 25 bull, to end the proceedings. Fabulous. Room to the right where you can't see.
100.
Well, it didn't take long. His second visit to the board, and Taylor is off and running. Ready on King in the opening leg. Well, 60 follows 180. The pressure on Mervyn King to hold his throw in this opening leg.
The ball requires 161.
Taylor then, first 3-dart attempt of the game. Too high. Hates it, he melts with everything. Shows what he's putting into tungsten taking as this man. Murph leads.
57. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
2 60s and a nice big fucking odd treble. Nowhere near.
96. Phil requires
2 poor visits to the board from Taylor to follow that maximum, but 104 here to take this opening leg against the throw. Will stay there. The treble would leave double 12.
Here we go then.
88. Mervyn requires 150.
He's not second in the league on Taylor's heels for nothing. He won 60. In a different ways to Taylor now.
47. Phil requires 60.
The dance. A perfect start. 2 hits. Now this is a line he's missed several times in the last 11 weeks.
Game show.
Perfectly taken, Stu.
Phil Taylor.
Yeah. First leg against the throw. Power means business. Yeah, 116. It was against John Part, wasn't it, here 12 months ago? That record average for the power.
But one has to say, away from the telly where the averages are worked out like that, he's had 122 against Caven, and he's had 118.5 against Anderson.
Top darts from Taylor. Not too sure about the haircut, Sid.
Well, if my barber had done that to me, I'd meet him behind the bike sheds. It was for Mervs as well. Too high to be a stacker. Shield's not going there. He's now made a line above the second darts. Dangerous. Should have been the treble 19, I think.
Although there's the most famous throw in the history of the game. Needs to find his range.
100.
Averaging down at 74, Mervyn King, yet only in the second leg, but that's just no good against Taylor.
You find fans like that, they'll get a balaclava and they'll want a haircut. So they couldn't recognise him. Lovely cover by the power. Just come here. And, a corner on the cob here. Slack there.
129.
Here we go for 2-0 in no time at all. Power, trouble line in. Perfect in the corner. 60. Just low. No, not in the hunt yet. Still.
4,000 inside the AECC here in Aberdeen, and about 24 points between them in the averages at the moment. A real struggle for Mervyn King. Looks like big 2-0 in the blink of an eye.
Double 60. Again, this feather tickle on the barrel. Oh, wow, too much power into it. Double 8, inch high. Middle of the bed. Ominous for King. Power averaging 94. Merv, not even out of the 70s.
Double 8 winning both legs. King
60.
second on 13 points. If King loses this, because Wade and Baxter drew, there is a possibility that Whitlock, currently in 5th spot, could find himself second behind Taylor if he beats Lewis. That's how close it is in the race for those final 3 semi-final spots.
That door opened, of course, by the draw we just had between Wade and Baxter. But Taylor sitting on top. Time. King on 30 yards. Power finds the rear just right. Lovely.
140.
Yeah, in the match they played, the MEM in Manchester, which ended up in a draw, both averaged 100. And Taylor had to break the King throw in the last leg to snatch the draw and preserve his unbeaten record.
Well, talking about Taylor records, we remember 08 when he lost 3 out of the first 4, but then in the next 7 games, he averaged 104. He's not at that peak. He should be vulnerable.
100.
Well, important last start there for King, desperate to get off the mark here. 154 for Taylor.
Oh.
Wow.
Treading in tops. Just heavy enough on the dart.
98. Mervyn requires 61.
To get a chalk in now. 218's coming in. Lovely way to dart, minute to go, not in, not empty.
Yeah, needed that. Big darts there.